What's going on?
Good morning.
Chilling with Mike again. And we're at part 2 of the
our
comparison challenge.
Yeah, reboot comparison challenge. Yep.
And
Part 2.
it's
First was RoboCop.
first was RoboCop. And second on the list, you decided to go with Total Recall.
Right. Because basically, I'm not looking forward to doing the Point Break, or the not even really the Total Recall reboot, but we'll see how that goes.
I don't think it's gonna be good, but whatever.
I think it's safe to say though that as much as we like the RoboCop, we didn't like it as much as the original, and I think the same could be said with any one of these.
Definitely not.
It'd be hard to find. Let me ask you a question. Is there any reboot movie that you did like? Well, I guess Cape Fear, but nobody really saw the original.
I saw the original probably for the first time maybe
Afterwards.
2 or 3 years ago.
Right. But is there any movie that you can think of?
It has its similarities, but I don't know. I don't like it as much. Whatever.
Because I don't know if I can think of a reboot. There hasn't been many.
I never saw the original Scarface. We keep going over this all the time, that Tony Montana Scarface is a reboot.
Right, but
I never seen the original.
Right. Yeah, it's hard.
You had that anniversary DVD where it also came with the bonus disc.
Of Scarface?
It had the original on it. I never watched it. Maybe one day I'll
Oh, the black and white version. I think the closest to a reboot
maybe
that I
one
like.
day I'll try to find that DVD and bring it over here.
I hope you don't.
We'll
but,
do a comparison.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying we'll do a Scarface comparison.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be no comparison. I think the only reboot. I think it's safe to say that everyone's gonna love the Scarface reboot over the original. I mean, give me a break. I think the only movie that as far as reboots go, would be Judge Dredd. Came close to the original.
And
I
you
like
keep
that
saying
one.
that too.
I know.
I don't even know if we could consider that a reboot because Judge Dredd was already a character.
Right, but it was still the main was I guess it was Dredd.
No, but I'm saying it would be like saying 1989 Michael Keaton Batman is a reboot of 1966 or whatever the hell year.
Right, just a
Adam
different
West Batman
story,
came
I
out.
guess. Well, you could put that in the same category then. You could say, a movie that's based upon an original movie. A reboot would be a movie that's exactly the same, and a remake would be.
Well, all right. Let's not go off track from Total Recall.
Okay,
because Total Recall.
Right, that's the focus of today.
But Total Recall is not an original script. And this is what I remember hearing years ago, and I forgot about it until I brought up the wiki today. It was based off a 1966 short story called We Can Remember It For You Wholesale.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Stupid.
But Total Recall is not an original script, but alright.
But this movie was based upon the original. I mean, I guess the reboot will be. See, I don't even know. There's so many questions that we have.
But this is my favorite Schwarzenegger movie. This is my favorite. Ahead of Predator, as much as I love Predator, as much as I love Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, and Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer.
I don't even have Conan in my top
Schwarzenegger
movies.
I like Conan the Destroyer better than Conan the Barbarian, but that's just me. But, alright.
Right. I mean,
so, get into Total Recall.
I like Conan the Destroyer better than Conan the Barbarian. I mean, that's like saying I like breathing air over here, like breathing air over there.
There's air involved in this movie.
Oh, air.
Speaking of air.
Good segue.
Speaking of air, because it starts off on Mars.
Motherfuckers got no air up there.
Starts off on Mars, but they're it's just a dream. It's him and Melina.
Yes.
Who he doesn't even know yet.
Right. That's
Spoiler: Melina's a character in the movie later on. It's not just a dream.
It's not just a character from Mortal Kombat.
And then he wakes up in bed next to Sharon Stone, and Sharon Stone.
A hot Sharon Stone at the time, yes.
Oh yeah, she was.
Best I've ever seen her in a movie.
Oh, she was.
You liked her in Basic Instinct.
I liked her in this too.
I like with the curly hair.
She knows karate too.
Yes. 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 Yes.
He's telling her about his Mars dream. He's having recurring Mars dreams. It's kind of weird.
I'm assuming everyone has seen this.
He wants to
movie
go to
already.
recall.
He wants to get some
Relive
implanted memories. I asked
Implanted
Chris.
memories.
I asked Chris earlier. Well, once we actually have implanted memories, is he gonna take one? He goes, "Why fucking not? I might as well."
Yeah, I guess this day and age I might.
Would you take like a secret agent, or would you want to be like?
But that's the other thing too. There's also there's a lot of questions at the end of this movie. I have a lot of questions at the end of this movie.
I think it's pretty much cut and dry.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They do leave some
He
things
did
open.
choose to be a secret agent in the friggin' in the beginning. Remember, he chose to be a secret agent in the beginning.
My only question was
Oh,
this.
so many people got murdered in this movie. They showed no murder.
Yeah, it was good, especially for a 90 movie.
90 on the button.
1990 on the button. Yeah, there was a lot of killing and deadly killing and
Oh,
gruesome
man,
killing,
brutal.
which was cool. Yeah.
Brutal deaths.
A lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies
Yeah,
didn't disappoint.
exactly.
You know, especially with those kind of deaths, and he always had those funny one-liners when he.
Oh,
would
he
kill-
loves his one-liner.
Oh, remember he had the drill and he.
Screw you!
Screw you!
He friggin' drills this guy through this underground rock grinder.
Yeah. He,
Like that to build caves and tunnels, I guess. What the hell?
They had a lot of close calls. Oh, it was a drill. Yeah, that drilled underground.
He goes to recall despite Sharon Stone's wishes and his fat guy co-worker's wishes.
To get a memory implant.
Remember the fat guy co-worker?
Yeah, he told him not to
telling him
go.
not
He
to
said
do
he
it.
had the bottom eyes there.
But he goes.
He goes.
And
They awaken his old memories, pretty much,
And
of
he's
who
a-
he used to be.
he's obsessed with going to Mars, and they're trying to sell him the Saturn package.
Oh yeah, Saturn package. Even Lori, his wife, Sharon Stone, was like every time he would watch the TV, she would
Oh,
sit
yeah.
in his lap and try to grind his
Yeah.
ass to get his mind off. You know, that one scene where she's like on top of him trying to make out with him. He's looking at the TV at Copenhagen.
Oh yeah, Cohagen, Dick Jones from RoboCop.
Yes.
He makes a reappearance.
Yeah, he's in our second reboot
Ronnie Cox.
challenge here. He was in RoboCop, and now he's in the original Total Recall.
I wonder if there's any.
Is he going to be in also
I
Point
was
Break?
gonna wonder
and-
if there's any sort of actor connection between RoboCop, Total Recall, and Point Break. We'll have to look into that.
We'll have to see if Dick Jones is in that one
No,
too.
he's not in. He's not in that.
The only
I
time
know
he
he's
actually
not
played
in
a good guy, where he played a scumbag originally, was
He
Beverly
was
Hills
in
Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Right,
yeah.
he was like a bad guy to begin with. Well, he wasn't really a bad guy. He was always a good guy. But basically, the movie is about he goes to get a memory implant, wakes up old memories.
It doesn't work exactly go well.
Yeah, it doesn't go well, and he ends up opening
Kicking,
up his
and
old
he's out of
memories.
he's out of he's fighting his way out of the seat. They have to run in and try and sedate him.
Yeah, they sedate his ass, and then he just wakes up to this whole.
They drug him and put him in the Johnny cab.
Which I think they would want you to believe that was the memory implant. I think when you first watch this movie, you'd let to believe that what's going on is his memory implant, not the fact that he has a
Well,
life
when
as
he's freaking out, when he's freaking out, and the boss man is dragged in there, the woman who was part of the setting up his dream,
right.
she says we didn't.
We didn't implant any memories
Yeah.
yet, so this can't be it. Which kind of tells you right there, but you still don't really know.
But that could also be part of the dream. That could be his awakening from the dream.
Look, you could take. This is very debatable. It's a very
It is.
debatable
It's up in the
scenario.
air.
If this was really his life, or was this the recall thing?
It's up in the air, I think.
I'm gonna go with the fact that it's pretty much his memories came back and he was Hauser. Yeah. I mean that's pretty. But the only thing
At first he's Quaid.
The only thing that startles me is that how Cohagen had this all set up for him to find his other self, remember, in the computer and pull out the plug. Apparently this was all...
Alright, well also there's the time when they're chasing him, right? Alright, because, You're going a little too far ahead now.
Yeah, let's
he
rewind.
comes back from recall in the Johnny Cab.
Yes.
The Johnny Cab, which is a robot, a stupid-looking ventriloquist puppet-looking
Yes,
robot.
scary-looking ventriloquist puppet. Yes.
And then he gets out of the cab, and his co-worker offers him a drink. He's like, yo, let's go out for a drink. But no, he wants to kill him.
No.
You should have blabbed about Mars.
Yes. He's like, we're going to have that drink. And he's taking it away with the gun.
Schwarzenegger kills every single one of them.
Because of he brings back all of the memories of how he's a secret agent and is able to kill people.
He goes home to Sharon Stone in her hot ass aerobics uniform.
Right. The lights go out and somebody tries to kill him.
She's convincing him that no one's tried to kill him, and then he shows him the blood. He shows her the blood all over his hands from
Yes. Do you
his
think
boy and his goons. And then it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, once you saw that guy on the screen, what was the guy's name?
Michael Ironside.
Right,
Michael Ironside, who always plays a great scumbag. Good looking Michael Ironside.
Yeah. He's your typical scumbag.
He plays Richter in this. His name's Richter. See you at the party, Richter.
Yeah.
Famous one-liners.
A lot of one-liners in this movie.
So he gets a phone call while he's on the run from some guy who leaves him a suitcase.
Yes, who we don't even know who the fuck that was. I mean, he just came and went, that guy. That guy never came back, actually. He just said he's a friend from the agency. That's all he said. Apparently, Hauser, his old memory, was a bad guy who worked with the bad guy Cohagen.
Cohagen?
Yes, Cohagen.
I'm sorry, it's hard to do an Arnold movie review without doing the voice of you. Yeah.
You think he does that in his real life? He goes, hey, Maria Shriver. You think when he's with a woman, he's like when he climaxes and shit? That would be interesting. That would be crazy. Imagine seeing a sex video of him orgasming.
Oh my god.
I just shot in you. Or one of his one-liners. Like, what would be a good one-liner?
Come with me if you want to live.
Come with me.
Come with me if you want to live.
If you want to live, come with me. Come with me now.
Get down.
I'll be back. And then he goes for the backside.
Alright, now you turn this into friggin' Schwarzenegger.
It's such a sexual one-liners. And hit it from the backside.
And, alright, so he gets to Mars.
He's on the...
He gets his ass to Mars.
Yeah, he saw a video of himself telling him
to get his ass to Mars.
Yeah, and unfortunately so did the other people
but
because he didn't smash the thing.
Before that, he pulls giant gumball out of his fucking nose.
Yes, a big giant gumball, which is the tracker.
How he did not totally rip.
And I'm assuming back
open.
then he needed a big globe-looking tracker like that in his nose, rather than nowadays they just put a little tiny one. You know, any movies you see now, it's a little tiny tracker. But back then it was like a little mini.
Oh yeah, now it's like a microchip.
Yeah,
sometimes not even microchip size.
Yeah, right. Now this thing has to pull out of his brain. He told himself to do it. His old self. And he actually never got his memories back. Come to think about it, not really.
No, you mean from his old self that he was duped into thinking he was? No, he didn't. He didn't even. No. He didn't. First of all, he's superhuman.
He ran into Quado, and then Quado tried to give him his memories back, but things ended quickly with Quado because of the breakthrough.
Why you gotta bring up Quado? That was horrifying.
Yeah, I didn't like to see you cry during this movie.
Quado's death makes me sick. I'm sorry for the spoiler that Quado died.
Yeah, no. I never saw you tear that much during the movie. And when Quado died, you had to put the glasses on to avoid embarrassment.
That was heartbroken.
But he gets to Mars and has to meet up with Melina.
Melina. From his dreams in the beginning. The woman on Mars from the very beginning.
Yeah, they didn't erase his memory 100%. He still had a little bit of dreams involved. And every time he
that was the... But then, alright, this is the other stupid. I guess we wouldn't have got this movie We wouldn't have got this awesome Schwarzenegger movie if this happened. If they'd have just killed him instead of
If they'd have just wiped him out
instead
from
of
the
just
beginning.
erasing his memory.
But if you watch the movie
Right?
like we just did, and thank God we watch it now because I wouldn't have remembered this, but he said that was his whole plan to get him to Quado to find him. That's the reason why they kept him alive. But it doesn't make any sense. I mean, apparently he was living for 8 years with...
Well, they honestly did get to kill Quado. So.
Right, but all that...
Poor Quado.
But you're right, they should have wiped him out from the beginning. They would have avoided all that trouble.
He even says, Michael Ironside even says, we should have killed him when we were back on Mars.
Well, Michael Ironside was
First of all, he didn't know that he was on Mars before.
And Michael Ironside was pissed that Quaid was banging his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Sharon Stone was his wife that they put in there. I mean, what kind of job is that?
Yeah, Tech Guy even made a comment about that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Glasses guy.
Yeah.
There's always tech glasses guy in these movies when there's a bunch of goons.
Yeah, any kind of bad goons, like we said in Die Hard, you had the tech guy, and
you said Under Siege.
Under Siege, you had that tech guy. He's always like some kind of prissy guy, and they always threaten to kill. Yeah, there's always that tech guy.
So there's a bunch of craziness going on with the revolution on Mars. Cohagen is threatening to shut down the people on Mars.
And we were even saying as we're watching it, because right now Elon Musk is trying to get to Mars, trying to colonize Mars. Who in the world would want to live on Mars where you need to be inside a facility where you need air in the first place, right? It doesn't make any sense.
And there's
who's going to be... There's only a bunch of weirdos that go, I want to go to Mars,
but
right?
there's always the chance, too, of a malfunction. No matter what the hell it is, there's always a chance
There's
of malfunction.
always going to be a chance of malfunction, or... because everything is computerized, that somebody hacker from somebody could shut it down.
Yeah.
Right? There's always why would you want to go to a planet where if you're outside you can't breathe air unless it's given to you by an inside facility?
So
it doesn't make any sense.
Is Elon Musk a huge fan of Total Recall?
He must be. Well, Elon Musk is a little off. He's like the one
First
billionaire.
off, do you like this movie? You love this
Oh
movie,
yeah,
right?
100%. You know, Total Recall, I love it. I think one of my favorite ones from Arnold Schwarzenegger would be Commando or Predator. But this is right after that. I love Total Recall.
This is in your top 3?
Yeah, of course, in the top 3. I mean, there's so many good movies.
Even before Terminator 1 See, I think mine might be... See, I don't know,
well,
I'm kind of tied with the first 2 Terminator movies. I love them both, but both in different ways.
Third best, probably.
I love the first 2 Terminator movies, and they're kind of tied with me just for different... I know they're totally different movies, you know? But I don't really know if I could choose one over the other.
Well, that's another thing.
Predator and this are my favorite Schwarzenegger movies.
I would have to go Commando, Predator, and then it's right there, Total Recall and Terminator.
See, I like the Conan movies better than I like the Commando.
No, I'm a Commando fan.
The Running Man. No, the Running Man. I like the Running Man.
Well, that's in the top 5, obviously. I mean,
the Running Man I like better than Commando.
Than Commando. No, I like Commando better.
I love the Running Man.
I love the Running Man too. I mean, look, it's hard. It's like asking which daughter or son do you like the best. It's hard to decide, even though everybody has one, but they're not gonna say it. Yes, you know.
So there's the revolution going on. There's the Cohagen is shutting down the air for all the Mars.
He was controlling them. He was making a fortune, like most millionaires want to. They're not going to give air for free, even though they can because there was a reactor.
They're not going to give air.
But I'm surprised in our reality right now we're living in here on Earth that we're not being charged for air. I'm sure it's just a matter of time before we get charged for air. But yeah, it's all messed up. But on Mars, yeah, you have to pay for air. Unfortunately. And I don't even know why we even bothering going to Mars right now in real life is because, why? Nobody's going to actually live there. I would never live on Mars. Unless Earth... I think the whole thing... You know what I believe was going on?
You mean like if it's preparation for Earth's destruction?
Right. I think that's what the whole thing is. We need to find another inhabitable planet.
People out to Mars.
Right. Go into Saturn.
Refugees.
Go into Saturn or your favorite planet, Uranus.
Uranus?
Is not doable. So you ain't gonna go to Pluto. So yeah, the closest one would be Mars. So that's what's going on.
No, I think mine might be. I think I like Saturn. Saturn looks the coolest.
It does look the coolest. But if Elon Musk colonizes, what do you think's gonna happen when Elon Musk colonizes?
I just love how they were also trying to like push the Saturn package. They were like,
Oh, yeah. Well, they didn't want him to go to
you
Mars.
want to go to Mars? You want to go to Saturn?
But if Elon Musk ever actually colonizes Mars, what do you think he's gonna do as a billionaire? He's gonna take out the Earth, so people have to be forced to go to Mars, so he can make a fortune. But right, once Earth's demise comes, people are gonna have to go to other planets, and it's not gonna be the Moon; it's gonna be the Mars, because apparently people want to see red shit, like how you like
Red, yeah.
Kabasa and all that.
Well, they
But-
changed the.
But- I'm just saying, but as far as that goes, you know, but no, look, I like Total Recall. My worry is that here's the thing: RoboCop was great. RoboCop, the reboot we saw, was actually decent. I'm afraid that I'm not even gonna be able to look. Colin Farrell, I don't like him,
No, you
but
love him.
I don't hate him, but I
No,
don't really
you
like
love
him
him.
at all.
You love him.
I don't love Colin Farrell. He was a good Minority
No,
Report,
you
but
stalked him. I remember.
he was supposed to be the Hollywood's bad boy. He wasn't my bad boy.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I'm gonna see what Total Recall like. What the
That
hell?
movie's gonna suck ass. Man.
I just want to know if they're gonna use the same names. Is everything gonna be the same as far as the names and everything goes? Or are they gonna change the story up one like
The way
big
they did
time?
RoboCop?
The way they did RoboCop.
Okay.
And Judge Dredd. With Judge Dredd, I was able to deal with. RoboCop was okay. I liked it. It was all right. The first one was way better.
Well, basically not end, like, say, the ending of this movie, right? I mean, people have seen it, well, whatever.
I'm sure everyone has seen Total Recall.
So,
Unless you were born
you give it a thumbs up?
like a month ago. Oh, yeah, I definitely give it a thumbs up. I mean, Total Recall, the first one, I give it a thumbs up. I mean, that movie was ahead of its time almost. It took place in what year?
84.
2084. And that might be the year we actually go to Mars like that. That might be because right now we're nowhere close to it. But who knows in 2084 what's gonna happen with all this technology that's
It's
going on.
Colin Farrell, and it's gonna suck ass.
See, that's my worry too. I'm gonna be all biased because Colin Farrell.
I think I'm more close-minded about going into this than I was about the RoboCop reboot.
Because RoboCop, that was one of your biggest famous movies.
Also, I've seen more. Yeah, but this might be in my top 5.
Not even Schwarzenegger movies, but your top 5 of all time.
All time. Might be in my top 5 all time.
Well, you really played. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's
All right, so let's see the box office compared. This has got to be a fucking smash.
in 1990. Futuristic, because even now it holds up as far as the special effects. 1990, I would say that they put it has to be less than 100 million. They weren't even. I would say 80 million.
Go down.
Really?
Go
Okay,
big.
60 million.
All right, actually, all right. On Wiki here it says 50-60 million. So
Okay.
it's somewhere in that
Yeah, so
vicinity.
they probably went to 60 then.
Somewhere in that vicinity.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I guess the box.
And that was big in 1990. That was like 200.
Yeah, that
That's a
was.
Michael Bay, Jerry Bruckheimer.
That was. Now there's some commercials that cost that much to fucking make.
And the box office. I'm gonna go with.
Don't go low.
Well, I was gonna go with about 90 million.
I said don't go low.
I mean, wow, okay. I'm thinking about 1990 low.
Box office. Think 3
But
numbers.
even for 1990,
Think 3 numbers.
I'm thinking 130. More than that? It made more than that. Oh, so okay, domestic. Okay, 200. You're saying
A little bit up. I mean, like
220,
a little bit up, am
235, 245, 255.
61.
Okay, so it did good then. It was $60
It's
million
a hit.
to
I knew it was
make.
gonna be a hit.
$60 million, and I'm sure that 15 million of that went to Schwarzenegger of the 60 million it took to produce this
I saw this opening day.
opening day, and then that's
That's
why.
awesome.
Yeah, I noticed though, and the same thing with me that when we see movies in the movie theater, it holds a little more like in our heart than I.
Sentimental value?
Well, not only that though, I think people like movies in the movie theater theater a little more than they do. Like the movie for what was it with the Kurt Russell? I saw in the movie theater where he was a crazy maniac.
Oh, wait.
You know what I'm talking
I was thinking of the fucking
No, the one
Michael
where he
Douglas.
was a business guy and he went around with the
That's
gun.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas, I meant. I saw that in the movie theater and
Falling Down.
Falling Down. That movie was kind of crappy when you, but I
I
loved
didn't see that in the movies.
But
In
I
fact,
love-
I saw it years and years after it came out.
But I love it more than I probably should.
I saw it years and years after
Because I
it came
saw it in the movie theater. Varsity Blues, I love that movie. I saw it in the movie theater. We all saw it.
But, alright. Not looking forward to that Colin Farrell shit.
Isn't that something? How we're not even looking forward to see the reboot. They're not even giving it up.
But we're still gonna watch it.
I'm hoping that it's a pleasant surprise.
Still gonna watch that friggin' whatever. What happened?
I'm hoping that it's a pleasant surprise. You don't even want to know.
Alright. So,
Until the next Total Recall.
yeah. Later.
Later, Gator.